Right, next day. Turned the camera off and then everything started going wrong. Let's just wheel this fucking thing forward a little bit. Not easy with one hand. I ain't got the keys, steering locks on. Yeah, well, do you know, I booked a few days off work, and you can always tell when I book days off work because it's fucking pissing it down, and it has been every day. Anyway, I decided that I would complete a couple of little minor jobs off camera because they wouldn't be interesting. And the two jobs I decided I would tackle off camera is to fit the side stand switch. And what else was it? Oh yeah, change the front sprocket. Boring shit. Now when I bought this bike, I do remember, I've had it a couple of years at least, but I do remember the guy telling me that the front sprocket was knackered. He bought a new one, which he included. He gave it to me. I've still got it. But he said he couldn't get the nut off that held the front sprocket on. So I thought, right, we'll tackle that, see if we can do it. Now there it is, and you can see I've got it off. It was a fucking nightmare. It took me a long time. Breaker bars, penetrant. I can't use heat because there'll be a rubber oil seal beyond there. But after a lot of fucking about, yes, I got it off. You can see it's knackered. All the fucking teeth are worn down. So yeah, job's a good one, right? No, because even though I got the nut off, that sprocket, I can't shift it. I've had a big 2-leg puller on it. I've hit it with hammers. I've had pry bars. I can't shift the fucking thing. So that's the first thing that went wrong. Okay, I thought, let's leave that and let's worry about that later. Let's get this switch, this side stand switch fitted. Now, I'm not going to delete it. Everybody might delete some, I don't. Anyway, first thing, let's screw a bolt in there, and it sheared off. So I threw my spanners down in a paddy, walked off, sat down, had a beer, watched telly, forgot about it, and here we are the next morning. So we're going to try and do something with it. I don't know what, but somehow I've got to resolve those two issues. Anyway, let me get set up. We'll turn the camera back on. Right then. Oh, rain stopped at last. This is what we've got. A little 2-leg puller set up on that cog. It doesn't grip it particularly well. But I am going to have a go at hitting that with my impact and see if I can shock it into submission. It's got two chances, right? I've tried this before and it just kept coming off, but I've adjusted these legs. I don't know if this is going to give us a better result. No, just keeps flying off. It's like this thing can't seem to get under the sprocket quite enough. But that is just supposed to slide off, and that is well on there, I can tell you. There's also an annoying little bracket behind, which I'm not entirely sure what it's for. But I'm guessing it's probably to hold in the oil seal. Come on, get on there straight. Right, let's give it another go. No, it just keeps flying off. So, how the fuck we're going to get that off, I really don't know. I mean, I don't need it. I could grind it off, but I just can't get a grinder in there either. I wonder if I can get me a little Dremel. Whether the Dremel, it's going to take forever to cut through that, isn't it? Let's give it another go. I have doused it last night in penetrant, but it doesn't seem to have made the slightest bit of difference. I'm going to try adjusting the legs on this if this don't work, although I have done that before as well, and no joy. So it just, so as soon as you start applying any pressure, it just flies off. I think a decent puller would shift it. Just that a decent puller isn't something I have. I've just got this little 2-leg jobby. Nah. Right, let me try and I'm going to, don't know if it'll make a difference, but I'm going to adjust that to that. See if that changes the grip at all. Right. I've moved those down 1 notch. But I think I've tried this before and it's the same result. It just comes flying off as soon as you apply any pressure. So that's putting a hell of a lot of pull on it momentarily before it gives up. So it really is on there. No, that ain't gonna come. Right, I need to rethink that. Oh, this is hard work. I don't know if you can see that, but let's put you at that side. I think it's better view. But I've hacked lumps off it in an attempt to get it out. It's still not given. I've had the die grinder on it and I've weakened it across there, and I'm not sure if it's my imagination, but I think there might be a crack, but the fucking thing still ain't letting go. So well, I've got a screw loose. Just a sec. We know you got a screw loose. We've been watching you for the last 2 fucking years. Right. Let's give this old puller a go and see if now I've weakened it and there's a possibility of a crack. Whether that will give. Now, even if it does come off, I don't think my problems are over because there's something missing. I'll talk about it in a minute, but still won't give. What is holding that damn thing on? I mean, what the hell is holding that on? There is a definite crack across that sprocket, but still the fucking thing will not give. It's almost as if, God forbid, I've forgotten to undo a fastener somewhere. But I've looked at a guy on YouTube changing one of these, and he had a lot of trouble getting the nut off, the same as I did. But once he got the nut off, he simply got hold of that sprocket and went ka-chung, and off it came. None of this shit that I've got. But it was watching that video that made me realise I've got something missing. The battery's just died on my drill. Oh dear. Right, let me go and get another battery. Right, I don't know what's going on here, but I have chewed right into that, as you can see, and that's not coming off. I don't know if somehow somebody has got behind it and welded it on. One thing I do know for a fact is that this isn't an original Keeway sprocket. And the reason I know it's not an original Keeway sprocket is because they have a recess around on this side. Unless it is the original and they put it on the wrong way round. But that recess is designed to take a washer which goes over that spline as well, and then this washer you bend it over to stop the nuts coming adrift. Now that washer is missing. I cannot get any. A couple of people list them, nobody's got one, apart from a company in Germany that's got them in stock, but they won't ship to the UK. So yeah, that's all irrelevant, because unless I can get this off, that, you know, getting the parts is the least of my problems. Now, convinced I must have missed something, I've gone onto YouTube and I found 2 or 3 people that have done these. That's how I know about the recess and the washer and all that shit. They've just got this nut off. A few have struggled to get this nut off, and then once that nut is off, they've simply got hold of this and gone zoop, and off it comes. Now, I've had hammers, levers, I've had me 2-leg puller, I've hit it with a grinder. I don't know what's holding that fucking thing on, but I don't know, it ain't coming off. That's all I do know. You know, the way these things are going, and I probably won't go this far, but if I fuck this up, it's a case of splitting the fucking cases and putting a new one of them in it, which is totally uneconomical. But anyway, yeah, I'm at a loss. I really don't know what else I can do to get this off. I've ordered a 3-leg puller. Well, that'll be here in a day or 2, but that's kind of irrelevant now because I've hacked lumps off this. I'm not going to get a 3-leg puller on there. Not that it would have helped at all. But yeah, this is where we are. Right, okay, I'm going to go away and do whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do, but whatever it is, I'll bring you back. Right, it's getting worse. I've been hacking lumps off this. Ouch, they're fucking hot. So, ow, you bastard. So yeah, I've hacked 1, 2, 3, 4. I've hacked 5 lumps off this, and there's still a little bit of it left on there, and it's still hanging in there. It still ain't come off, but I just got a feeling we're close now. I know this is a wood chisel, don't worry about it, I'm not. It's an old one. Oh, there's another piece. Come on. Yay! We've got it off. We have done some damage, mind you, but I think we may be okay. I don't know. There's probably enough threads there. Right, this here is the replacement sprocket, but it isn't going to be any good because, like I said before, that's supposed to have a recess in it. The proper Keeway one's got a recess in it to allow you to put the lock washer in. Now that's not going on, but I think if I get my Dremel with a pointy bit on it, I should be able to dress those threads which is what I'm going to do now. And if I can make those, I have damaged it, look, listen. But I still don't know why that, I think it had just welded itself on through heat or something, I don't know. But like I say, you know, it is damaged. But it is what it is. Right, I'm going to tidy some of these tools up. That is the remains of the sprocket. Anybody ever come across anything like that? And anybody got any idea why that put up such a fight? Let me know, because even though I've got it off, I still don't know. I was expecting to see blobs of weld or something, but yeah, anyway, let me get on with that and I'll come back. Right, we've had enough. I'm going to call it a day. I'll save all them bits of sprocket. How not to remove a front sprocket, although I really didn't have a lot of choice. Here is my thoughts on why that was stuck, and I may be wrong, I may not be. Now this is a JTF sprocket. It fits and goes over the splines no problem, but it don't go far enough on, because what you have to do when you've got the proper lock washer, it goes on and then it leaves enough of these splines sticking out to hold the lock washer, which you then bend over the nut. And this is the nut, it's a hell of a nut and all. You fucker, look at the size of that. Now, my thoughts are that the proper sprocket is very slightly tapered, and that to me looks very slightly tapered. So the correct sprocket fits over nicely. Now this one, to get that to fit properly, I am going to have to tap that on with a hammer, and then it'll be stuck again, because it's going over a taper. This is a non-tapered sprocket going over a taper. So I reckon someone put a non-tapered one on, because that was definitely not an original, realised it hadn't gone on far enough, whacked it, or probably put a socket on there or something and whacked it on real hard, and then jammed the nut on, and there wasn't room to put the lock washer on, and that's gone walkies forever and what have you. That's not definitive, that's my thoughts on what probably happened. I would have thought my 2-leg puller, even if that was hammered over a taper, would still have shifted it. It was still hanging on when I was hacking lumps off it, you know, so right, well, shall we put them? We'll put them on there, probably hang them on the wall or something, I don't know. So I was going to do the broken bolt and fit the side stand switch, but I've been that long hammering and fuck-arsing about with that I've actually had enough today. So I'm going to call it a day, pack up, go in. I'm going to have another search for them parts, that lock washer and the proper sprocket. The proper sprocket I can get, the lock washer I'm struggling with. So I'll see what I can find, and we'll resume this on another day. Thanks for watching.